Sorry, my lips are chapped, so put some Vaseline on there. We'll go start it. Okay. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I know that it's been a little while since I have sat down and really just talked with you guys. I know that I've been like uploading like vlogs and stuff, and you guys have gotten to see my son Jacob a little more, but I really want to like start tapping into who I am and discuss like why I've been like avoiding doing this for so long. If you follow me on Instagram, then you've kind of seen like snippets here and there, but I've kind of just strayed away from it, or like tried to stay away from it, because the last thing that I wanted to be was like common or like fitting in with the crowd or seeming like I'm like following a trend. But honestly, I will never see the fullness that God has for me in this life if I don't walk in it and step into it and just tackle it. So that's who I'm coming for today. I want to talk to every single woman, mom, wife, whether you're a student in high school, a student in college. It really does not matter where you are at in life. I really feel like my testimony and my testimony of deliverance from this is really going to help you. Like, you guys are literally seeing me walk out my deliverance right now, and it's so crazy even thinking that I'm actually recording this video. Anyway, okay, so you guys know that like I am like a Christian lifestyle influencer. But what you guys didn't know is that I really feel called into ministry to not only just live a Christian lifestyle, but also teach biblical teaching. So I've like stayed away from it for so long. Like, I'll like exercise it on my podcast, but then as soon as I like get like this inkling of doubt, or like this inkling of like an insecurity of like comparing myself or feeling like I'm not good enough to do it, I will back out. And of course, my family, we went through a really traumatic time last year, experiencing 2 pregnancy losses, and that kind of like gave me a rocky little beginning there. And thank God for the people, the support system. Sorry, I'm looking outside the window because I don't know what this gardener is doing, but he's like, he's standing in my neighbor's yard, but he's not actually doing anything. So I'm like, what are you doing? Are you really the gardener, or are you something crazy? I don't know. Okay, so yeah, I kind of like got away from doing my podcast, and I want to talk a little bit about that, because there are so many of us that start things, that get like super excited about starting things, but we don't necessarily follow through with them because we face an insecurity, or because we face doubt, or because we listen to
It is on the toe.
Wow. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Catch a tiger by the toe. If he hollers, let him go. Eeny, meeny, miny,
Mo.
Good job. Can mommy finish doing the video?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, high five.
Eeny, meeny, miny,
Okay, I'll see you in just a minute, okay? You gonna go in your playroom and play?
Oh yeah, bye-bye. Love you.
I love you too, Jacob. But can you leave the door open for me so I can hear you?
Mm-hmm.
And so we're back. So many of us start things and we're so excited about what God is doing and how he wants to use us, and he gives us like these fresh creative ideas about doing these things. But then as soon as like this, sorry, Jacob was funny. As soon as this ounce, this little inkling of doubt comes, hey, don't touch the camera, okay? This little inkling of doubt comes, or insecurity, or even if we hear like a lie from the enemy, like used by someone else, or just like stirring up like from within us, from confidence areas that we may lack in, areas of confidence that we may lack in, we start these beautiful things and then we stop them because of those things. And I really want to encourage whoever is in that place right now, like, to keep going, because everything that God has placed in you, just your very being is here for a reason. That beautiful idea that he has given you, it's meant to be planted in the earth. It is meant to be here for such a time as this. So even when you feel like, hey, I'm not good enough, hey, my following isn't large enough, or hey, like, I don't have the right connections, or I don't even know where to start, I want you to know that there are resources out there. There's also people that want to help you, that sometimes they just don't know how they can help you. And there's also this thing where you have to put it out there, where sometimes you don't really know how to walk until you actually start walking. You don't really know what that thing is gonna look like until you start doing it. So I really just wanted to encourage anyone going through that season right now, because I know for sure that that was me, still is me to some degree, where you just I don't know, you kind of just get stuck in this holding pattern. And I heard this sermon just a few weeks ago. I think it was last week or 2 weeks ago. I don't really know how long ago it was, but it pretty fresh in my brain. So and it's talking about like a holding pattern, and it's actually it was TD Jakes, and he was speaking about the donkey that Jesus rode in on, how that donkey had been tied to that fence. He just had been tied, sitting there. So many people had passed him by. No one thought to ride on that donkey because of whatever ailments he had, or because no one was walking on it. No one was riding on it that no one wanted to ride on it. You know how that goes. When one person sees like something going on, then everyone wants to jump on it. However, what about the donkey that's not being ridden on, or the idea that's not being used, or the person that's being overlooked, or the person who may not have the exposure? That doesn't necessarily mean that that donkey can't be used. So I want to encourage you, if you're that donkey like I am, to really just stay prayerful, to believe in yourself, to be ready to be ridden on, because that donkey, nothing was wrong with it. Jesus rode right on into Jerusalem with it. And to really just trust the gift that God has placed in you, and trust your very being. Because honestly, when insecurity lacks with who you are as like a person or anything like that, it's just really hard to get started. So I hope this really helps you. So many of us, like as women, just struggle with that, especially like when you feel called to like so many different roles in your life. That is like the hardest thing, is to just get started. Nothing's ever going to be perfect. The timing is probably never going to be perfect, but guess what? You're perfect for whatever it is that God has called you to. And there's just a whole lost generation out there waiting for you to step in it, and to step in it confidently. So I love you guys. Be sure to subscribe. Sorry, I'm still getting used to this YouTube thing. Be sure to subscribe, to like this video, and to share it with someone else who's going through the exact same thing that we are, because we're all just out here trying to make it together. Love you guys.